What's up, fellow crazies? I want to share with you a sort of status update on the garage design. Today we're going to talk specifically about the pole barn because that's what I've been working on first. I'm gonna get this dialed in first because it's going to take a while to build a garage. So with the garage, we can talk about it in another video. I've got a bunch of different ideas, and I'm getting closer to. I, I'm not sure that they're going to have all these different pitches of the roof. It's going to be one big gable roof, but the main garage is going to be, I think, 36 by 90. So that's the plan, but we can talk more about that. I'll make another video here. I'm meeting with the Morton Building guy here this week. So let's talk specifically about the pole barn and what my intentions are for that. I'm actually just as excited about setting this up as a wash bay, a dedicated wash bay. I'm calling it the Obsessed Garage Dedicated Wash Bay Project. Maybe I better make it shorter so I can actually articulate it. So let's talk about what I've done thus far. This again is home designer software, really cool. I mean, it's not. I'm not super efficient at it, but I've gotten it to the point to where I can at least visualize, what my plans are. So if we were to take a sort of a normal sort of standing view of what the wash bay will look like, so this ceiling here is 11 feet, and then this is about 21 feet from pillar to pillar. So the intention would be to pull a car in here. I'm going to put a boom pole up here. I'm thinking about possibly doing a dual boom pole. And I'm having a hard time speaking today, but something like this. Maybe even a triple if I can figure out how to make this work. So a triple pole like this one here. The reason why I do triple, one for the M407 nozzle, one for the longer wand nozzle, and then maybe one for foam. If I can figure out how to create an actual sort of a chemical tank or a foam tank, and not use the foam cannon anymore, but to actually use a foaming wand. This company, Mosmatic, has a foaming wand, which looks pretty cool. So maybe we can figure something out. Maybe some of you wizards can do some research on this. But that's something that I'm thinking about doing. It'd be really cool to not have to switch anything out. Just grab the different wands. I'll put the wands over here on like in a catch sort of thinger. I'm sure that there's some companies that make some on-wall versions that I could mount directly to the poles here, which I think would be cool. So have one here, one here, one here. I pull in, and then the car's ready to go. I mean, I could wash a car in half the time, because half my time is prep work. The other intention is I want to do a bucket filler. So right here I'm going to do an extended hose bib where I can just put the bucket right under and then fill the buckets up real quickly. So if I have the pressure washing system, I really won't have a need for a regular hose. But my intent, I'll put my Ely hose reel probably on the side over here or on the side over here. There's already a water line on this side, so I'll probably just leave it there. So let me show you where we're at. So I've been demolishing this thing. So let's go over to Flickr here and look at some pictures. It looked like, before I started, it looked like this. So I had this half wall. So this section here was the original room. So this pole barn originally was 20 by 30, and now it's 30 by 40. So they added on the lean-to. So they added on this side section, moved the thing upwards, and then made the room back here much bigger. So they doubled the size of the room. Now, most people wouldn't want to waste this space, but since I have since I have a massive garage that I'm going to be building, what I want to do, or what I am doing, I've already started this project, but I'm tearing this second interior wall out, opening this room up, and then this is simply going to be my my washing bay awesome room, I'm going to call it. So really, no cars are going in here, no washing is going on in here. The room is 13 or 12 by roughly 13 by 20. So the room inside is going to look like, let's see, that's my full perspective. So let's go back here, camera, show you what the intent is. So I'm going to replicate a smaller version. I need to put windows in, but a smaller version of my current garage. I have a bookshelf speaker here, bookshelf speaker here. I'm going to get a center channel. Subwoofer will go down over here, and then I'll have all of my drying stuff, all of my washing stuff. I'll put on shelving on the walls, most likely on on the sides here. So this is just going to be basically a room of of awesome. Awesome in my world anyway. Awesome in many of you that's watching this video's world as well. So because my Panasonic plasma didn't, my 65 Panasonic VT50 didn't fit, I'm going to put the plasma in here, and then again I already have the bookshelf speakers. I'm going to get a matching center, put it on a shelf, and then I might even, since I'm not going to be doing a lot of work on this workbench, I might just put it underneath the TV. We'll see. I kind of like having the workbench just in case I need room, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what it looks like when I get there. But I'm gonna pre-wire all of this. So I'll have this wired to put the receiver in. I'll have the TV pre-wired HDMI. I'm not running DirecTV anymore. I'm gonna do a video on that soon. I'm gonna run probably a Roku stick, because this TV is 1080p. And I'll be all set in this area. So the room was all, and I know this is a lot of work. Let's see, where's Flickr again? So the room was all paneling. It was all plywood, and my goodness, was this room was built for a war. This part here is like almost like a cement board. It's like a multi-layer, super heavy siding board. I don't know what the heck it is, but and then these sort of battens coming down the side here. So I had to tear out the door frame, and then we had to sort of cut this wall out. It took us the whole weekend to do it. About four, I had 3 to 5 people each day helping me do this. Which, thanks to those guys who all came out. Tim and James were out today. Josue, Dave, his son, and who am I missing? We're out yesterday, but we were able to sort of tear this thing apart. Oh, and Chris Haynes they were all here, sort of helping me tear this thing apart. So when it started, it looked like this. And then I decided let me just see what it looks like behind the wall. So I took a couple of panels off. This back wall here was screwed in, so it was easier to get off. There were only a few nails at the top. And then I kept plugging away, and then some other people showed up to help out. And they tore the shelves out, so the shelves came out, tore more paneling out. And then that turned into, so the pile looked like this, and ended up looking like this. So I didn't have any intention of getting this completely gutted or ready to go, but apparently that's, once I start on something, you guys know how that works. It's never ending. So here's another view of the barn. It's not really a barn, it's really pretty nice. So the main garage is going to go over here. You can see it in the Home Designer. If we go back to the floor plan view, so you can see the garage is actually going to be over to the side. This isn't to scale. but something like this. So basically, I want to be able to drive out of here into the big door on this side of the garage, and vice versa. So I'm going to have wheel dollies in the garage, so sometimes I'll probably just pull the car in this way. I can move the car around wherever I want. So what else do we need to talk about on the wash bay? Let's see. Let's go back to the camera view. So again, in order to get the hope, or what I'm going to accomplish one way or the other, is that the boom pole's up here. I've got to talk about lighting out here and interior. So these doors you just saw pictures of on Flickr, they open all the way up. So it opens up to a 7 or 8 foot wide doorway, that becomes pretty open. It is a little cavernous, so that's why I think I'm going to add windows to the sides. Despite the cost, I guess I'm only going to do this once, so I'm already in this pretty deeply. So what are windows going to cost? A little bit extra. And you can see here's on the back wall. This is where the TV and the Sabre cabinets are going to go. Clearly I have room on the sides where I could run cabinets. I could actually run cabinets over here, but I don't need that many cabinets. I'm doing it mainly for the look than I am for the storage. I got more storage and I know what to do with it this place. So we started out taking the paneling out, and then we worked on cutting the walls out. You can see us working on this. This took hours and hours to cut this whole thing out, pull it out. So next step, and I'm going to make a list of the next stuff that needs to be done. I got my drywall mind up. A friend of mine is going to come out and drywall it. I'm going to pay her to get that done. So the idea was, let's get the ceiling, let's get all the paneling out. And I could have just drywalled over the paneling, but the issue was, this, where are we at? It's just there. Oh, this thing here, I had to take this wall out. At least this is my justification. It seemed like a smarter idea. Plus, for wiring and everything, I want to be able to get the electric where I want and the low voltage where I want. So I think gutting this room was the smart thing to do. The trick is going to be, we found we have one 20 amp line coming in. We have two 20 amp breakers back at the house. There's another line coming in. We haven't figured out where that's going. So the issue here is that this is a 30 amp buried cable, 4 conductor cable that we could run a dedicated 20 amp 220 volt circuit for the Kranzel, for the pressure washer we're going to put in here. And then run the rest of the room off of another 20 amp circuit. But so that's the one trick we're going to have to work on is diagramming what electrical is going to look like. So you guys can basically see what it looks like opened up. These are 10'8", so on your way to 11 feet, which is really, really cool. There's a normal fire break. So you can see where the addition came in, and they actually raised the roof up. So this is this is super sturdy. These are the hurricane straps. You can see the metal beams running up the wall. So the hurricane straps, I need to cut these off. So I need to get a die cutter and cut those. And then the other thing I'm going to do, I'll make mention of that since we're here, is I'm going to actually put nailers. So you can see I have some boards, some leftover boards, but I'm going to put nailers across each, across here and down here and then up top, and then for the TV, just so it's easier. I don't have to hit a stud. I can center everything up where I want, and then I can just put lag bolts for the cabinets. So that's my next project. I'm going to get all that done. So I guess if we were listing out, I need to get rid of all the trash. all the wood I need to get, the nailers put in, electrical, plumbing. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So let's go back to my drawing, and let's take a different view. So this is what I need help figuring out. Plumbing and me are not. So I made my makeshift little idea here. So Kranzel pressure washer on the wall. And my initial thought was I'm going to do some fancy copper piping stuff, but I don't think I really need to do that. So the water feed that's over here, I need to get, obviously need to get to here. So I need to get water to the Kranzel, and then I need to get the connections out. So I need to do some sort of valve system because I don't want to run the deionizers 24/7. I don't want to run complete deionized water. Or maybe I should. Maybe that's what I should just do and be done with it. I think that will get pretty expensive. Maybe I can talk to Matt at CR and see what that looks like. But what I'd like to have is I'd like to have a valve where I can push a button either outside on the wall or do something, a button on my smartphone. I guess I really wouldn't want it to be my smartphone because my hands are going to be wet. Be able to switch from regular water to deionized, and it would be really cool if I had a tank here as well for Adam's car soap. So if I had a tank or car soap, deionized, and then traditional regular water coming from the well, I just don't know how would I get that? How would I switch that? I don't know how many inlets there are on the Kranzel. Here's the unit that I'm going to do. This K165 STS. So this is going to go on the wall. But even looking in the manual, there's no information about inlets and outlets. I mean, I guess it's just one single outlet. And I can't find any pictures or anything about this stupid thing. There's diagrams here at the bottom of the pressure washer, but I can't tell. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I mean something here where the hose comes out. But is there a way to? I just don't know. I don't know how this all is going to work. So again, the intent, what I want, is either to be able to switch from deionized to regular, or ultimately what I'd love to do is not use a foam cannon anymore. I just have a wand out there. So I have this this Mosmatic wand. So I'd have this wand, and then I would have my M407, which is the little stubby wand, and then I would have the, see, I think that'd be pretty cool, and then I would have the normal Kranzel longer wand for rinsing and basically I guess for deionized water. Maybe that's how I could do it. So if one is deionized water, one is just regular water on the stubby, and then have a foam cannon. I mean, that would be the ultimate setup, to have 3 separate wands instead of, and I wouldn't need any quick connects or anything. It's just all ready to go at all times. Anyway, that's something I'm going to work on this week. If any of you plumbing geniuses can do some research for me, figure that out, that would be helpful. Just hit me up, shoot me an email, matt.mormon@gmail, and let me know how to do that. Fixtures, I'm thinking about something like this. Somebody, I don't know how I found this AEI lighting. I might call them on Monday and talk to them about this. I'm just not, LED, you've got big ass lights. I just don't, I certainly don't want this. I don't like this yellow weird, it's just not my style. Maybe if it didn't have yellow, I might like it. I guess I could probably just get a black paint pen or something and get rid of that. I just find it crazy to spend $400 on a light, and my guess is these aren't as bright and don't do as well. 13,000 lumen output. These aren't going to do nearly as well because LED just doesn't look as good as traditional bulbs. So I'm thinking, I don't know that I need to do 10 fixtures or 8. What my thought was, and this might be overkill, but that seems to be the MO of my life, is that, let's see here, let's go here. So I want to do, I'd like to do the same lights in here that I do out here. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could even do them long ways. So do 6 lights out here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I'll need more or not, knowing that I like lots of light. The other thing I'm going to do under cabinet lighting that I didn't do before. So I need to do some strips underneath the 2 cabinets. That might even be kind of a waste of time. I only have 2 cabinets. Yeah, you know what? I probably won't even do that. I won't even waste my time there. Because of vise, I'm not doing any of that in here. This is just purely for washing. So I'll have towels. I'll have some drying towels. I'll have washing pads, buckets. So anything to do with washing will be out here, and probably some drying stuff as well. So washing and drying is what's going to be in here. So in other words, I'm not going to have too many tools out here in this thing, but I'll have some basic stuff out here with the Kranzel system over here, and then lighting. Oh, the other thing I'm going to need to figure out are fans. So this room, I don't think I want to do what I could do is do lighting on the sides and do a big overhead fan, but I think it'd be better off doing the air kings on the wall and pushing the air out. So I can open these 2 windows, push the air out. I'm not going to air condition this because the only time I'm going to be in here is when I'm washing. So the only time I'm going to be in here is when the doors are open, my car's out here, and I'm washing the car. So there's no need for air conditioning. The other thing I'm thinking about is doing some sort of camera system where I have 4 different angles or something like that, where I have cameras mounted. That way I can just press a button and record. That will be further down the line, because there's full attic access. I can run wires and do all that stuff, and I guess that will all be wireless anyway. So my buddy Romel, I'm going to hit him up to design me a camera system that I can control from my laptop and get you guys awesome sort of 1080p multi-angle washing videos. Maybe I'll do a washing vlog every week where I talk about something. You guys know me. I'll figure something out to talk about. So anyway, this is the pole barn. The dedicated washing bay. I'm really psyched about this, even though this is a big waste of space. I just think this is going to be super cool. So I have Swiss Trex flooring, Sabre cabinets, awesome lighting, Verilux bulbs, audio, video, watch whatever I want out here. Trailer will be stored over here, so the trailer will be under here. I got to get pest control to come out. I've never seen so many roaches in my life. It'd get me all having weird dreams last night about roaches eating my heart or something. So this setup is going to be, I think, in many ways cooler than the darn main garage. And so and I'm going to use this, the design this to market myself, I guess, to get these companies to understand that we have this crazy group of people that's buying lots of cool stuff to help me outfit this main garage. Otherwise, it's just going to take me a lot longer. I don't have a money tree where I can just buy all this crap all at once. So if the manufacturers are getting a benefit, then hopefully I can talk them into just sending me the stuff, making the investment. They're going to invest it somewhere. They're going to market somewhere, so let me market it for them just by sharing my experience. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. I'm gonna create a thread on Garage Journal. I might do it on the Garage Forum on 6Speed online as well. Just mirror those two. And so stay with me and follow me along this process. The great part about this, I haven't spent 1 penny yet. I take it back. I spent 80 bucks because I needed to buy another ladder, an 8-foot ladder. I needed that anyway. So I think I'm going to get out of this relatively cost-free. I think Swiss Trax is going to send me the flooring, and Sabre is going to send me the cabinets. I already have the TV, have the speakers, have the receiver. I guess I'll need to get a center channel. I already have the CR spotless. I need to get the Kranzel, so hopefully the Kranzel USA will sponsor me on that. I'll probably have to buy the boom pole. I'll have to buy the lights. So I'm hoping I can do this whole thing for 5,000 bucks or less. It all depends on electrical and what I need to bring out here to run all this stuff that I'm running. So I may need to bury another line and put a dedicated 50 amp or something like that out here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching me on this crazy journey, and it's just getting started. I'm gonna obviously be focused on this garage project here, and I'll keep you guys in the loop on what I'm thinking. And please share your thoughts, because a lot of this stuff that I put together has come from you guys making comments or sending me ideas. So a combination of research, dreaming, other people's help, suggestions is what has sort of created this whole project, or it's got me to this point in this project, and I'm sure it'll morph 50 times between now and then. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for more crazy.